All right, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? MCO40 here. We have new Simorgh cards, actually. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I didn't think we were going to get new reveals today, but all right. So the first one is Simorgh, the Bird of Beginnings. So she is 016 Wing Beast level 1. When this card is normal summon, you can activate this effect during this turn's main phase. You can normal summon not set one Simorgh monster in addition to your normal summoner set. It's like they've learned about tribute summons. And then if your opponent controls no cards in their spell and trap card zone and this card is in your graveyard, you can activate this effect. You can special summon monsters for the rest of this turn except for Wing Beast monsters. Also special summon this card in defense mode. But banish it when it leaves the field. So, anybody else find this one relatively interesting? Because now these heavy monster decks that all combo off, we're going to be able to use these monsters as revivability for when our opponent doesn't have back row. Very interesting, but this does grant an additional normal summon. I mean, you can bring this out off 1-for-1, but it's not going to do anything. But interesting. I want to see what the rest of this support does. Okay. So, Simorgh, a Bird of Summoning. Oh, okay. So you can only use the first and second card effect once per turn each. So this is 1,000, level 2. Is this literally just a level up archetype for Simorgh? Is that kind of what I'm getting out of this? Because, yeah, that's what it looks like this is. Okay. So when this card is normal summon, you can add one Simorgh card from your deck to your hand except for Simorgh, Bird of Summoning. Okay, so this grants us our searcher, and then if your opponent controls no spell and trap cards, well, and this card is in your graveyard, you can activate this effect. You can special summon for this turn except for Wing Beast. Also special summon this card in defense mode, but banish it when it leaves the field. Sucks that they all special summon in defense mode from what I've seen so far. Maybe the higher ones will get attack points, which I guess might not make any sense. But okay, so we have a searcher and a additional normal summon for the turn, which, okay, I see you. Simorgh, Bird of Endings. Okay, this lure's a little bit scary here. Like, okay, so this is 15-2, which isn't terrible for a level 3. So when this card is normal summon, you can send one Simorgh card from your deck to the graveyard, except for Simorgh. I'm just going to call these guys fucking little s'mores. So you can send something if Foolish Barrels, which, okay. So considering that you don't have to control any of the other ones to special summon, so literally this plus dropping any of the other ones in the graveyard will grant you a special summon for the turn, which is actually not bad. I actually really wish that these had the ability to summon from the hand, because I don't know, it doesn't feel like there's enough extenders here. Like, oh, there's enough starters in the world, but like, truly, where are you going once you start doing this? Like, at most, you might make a link too, so that's interesting. Simorgh, Bird of Protection. This is a 1,400, 1,000. Okay. So, which, I mean, isn't terrible. So, also level 4. So, when this card is normal summoned, you can target one card in your opponent's spell and trap card zone and return it to the hand. Why does it have to bounce? It's the year 2019, alright? Like, we can have Breaker the Magical Warriors destroying stuff. I also don't like that his stats are lower than the level 3, but that's just personally my take on this. I also don't know how relevant it's going to be to bounce back or back to the opponent's hand. I mean, I understand that if your opponent sets 5, you're going to be struggling the whole game because your deck's not going to be able to function. So I get that they have to do something like this, but unless they have a mass back row bounce somewhere hidden in these new cards, I'm really worried that something like this is going to fall short, because it doesn't do enough. Like, on summon bounce for every Simorgh you have would have been better. Alright, so this is Simorgh, Lord of the Storm. Whoa. Like the art. That's a good sign. That's what I like to see. So, Mr. Lord of the Storm here. This tribute summon card cannot be targeted by your opponent's spell and trap card or effect. Oh, okay. When a spell or trap card or effect is activated, quick effect, you contribute one Wing Beast monster, and then target one card your opponent controls and shuffle into the deck. Really? Like, this is pretty good. And when a Wing Beast monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect while the card is in your graveyard, you can add this card to your hand. I unfortunately don't read any part of this card that makes this card easier to summon. We just got a fatty boss monster that if you can roll out a dual tribute, you get some protection. That's all I've gotten from this. But relatively cute for a modern day boss monster. I guess. Maybe I'm being a little bit too harsh here. Darkness Simorgh. So this is probably going to be the best one. I'm actually hoping, even though he's a super. So, if you tribute a dark and a wind monster, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. If it was there when you summoned it, or hand, even if not. Wait, what? So, if you tribute summon a dark or wind monster, you can special summon this card from your graveyard if it was there when you summoned, or hand, even if it was not. Okay, so they just... That's pretty interesting. This card's attribute is also treated as wind while it is in the spell and trap card, or in a monster zone. And then when a spell trap card effect is activated, a quick effect and tribute one wind wing beast monster, negate that activation if you do destroy it. So, if I tribute summon out a wind monster or a dark monster, I really like that dark monster line that they also included on this guy. I get a big fatty here. Yeah, that's going to be dangerous. Can't wait for that. Huh. Interesting. This is an extender for darks. Alright. Elbar's Sacred Peak of Simorgh. Oh, this is actually really fucking cool. I actually really like the art on that. Alright, so. Please do stuff. So you can only activate... you can only use this card's second and third names effects once per turn each. Okay. So wing beast monsters on the field will gain 300 attack defense. This is standard for a field spell. You can reveal one level 5 or higher wing beast monster for the rest of this turn. You can normal summon wing beast monsters with one less tribute. Hey, domain. Hey, you did it. If you control a wing beast monster, you can immediately after this effect resolves normal summon one winged beast monster. Huh. So they literally made extenders for wins. This is what I was worried about. Like, when you have such a fat boss monster in this archetype, you need to grant something. So, okay. So if we have the level 1 that grants an additional tribute in this out, we can roll out Fatty Simorgh, which, okay, is pretty good. Alright. Simorgh Arrival. The schmores are coming. Alright. This better be a searcher or something. Okay. So you can only activate one card with this card's name once per turn each. So you can discard one winged beast to add 2 Simorgh monsters with different attributes from your deck to your hand. Oh, this is fucking way better. I also hate how it has to be a winged beast, because if you brick with this in all spells and traps, you can't do anything about it. So that sucks. You can banish this card from your graveyard, reveal one winged beast monster from your hand, and if you do for the rest of this turn, all monsters with that revealed monster's name in your hand will lose 1 level. Huh. That's interesting. But we gave the archetype a discard a winged beast to add to. We were fucking synergy with other decks before this became a problem. I like that. We were never allowing for fundamentals like that. Why would I ever want to play Gold Bulb in my Simorgh deck? Alright, next up we have Simorgh Rejection. The fuck is going on? What is the lore with this archetype? That's what I'm curious about. So, Simorgh Rejection. So, you can activate one card with this card's name once per turn. Okay? You can discard one winged beast monster, return all cards in your opponent's spell and trap card zone to the hand. This is what I was waiting for. This is what they needed. You can banish this card from your graveyard to reveal one winged beast monster from your hand. If you do for the rest of that turn, any monsters with that monster's revealed name in your hand will lose 1 level. Big think emoji. But we get a discard 1, bounce back all spell and trap cards our opponent controls. I'm digging this, man. I'm going to be honest with you. This is pretty good. And then last but not least down here, we have Simorgh Storm's Forth. I have PTSD with that name. So, you can only activate this card's second name effect once per turn. So, winged beast monsters you control with less attack than the winged beast monster you control with the highest attack cannot be targeted for an attack or by your opponent's card effects. You can send to your graveyard both this card you control and 2 Simorgh monsters you control whose original level are level 7 and higher and whose original attribute are different. Return to the hand as many cards on the field as possible, and if you do, take 500 damage for each card at your hand and then inflict damage to your opponent equal to the number of damage you took. Why the fuck am I ever bouncing 2 level 7 or higher monsters back to my hand? Like, it seems trash. And then I take the damage before my opponent? Ugh. That fundamentally just seems bad. Some side notes here. There was one other thing I wanted to include in this video. We actually, there's some pending cards that aren't confirmed yet. I'm not going to cover those, but there's some interesting stuff in there. We also got the Wind Charmer, and of course, Win the Wind Charmer. So she's bottom left, bottom right. She's 2 monsters including a win. And then she's always treated as a familiar possess card. You can target a win monster in your opponent's graveyard and special summon to your zone this card points to. And if you link summon, or if this link summon card is destroyed by battle or by your opponent's card effect while this card is in the owner's monster zone, you can add a win monster with 1500 or less defense from your deck to your hand. We did it. Alright guys, tell me what you guys think about the new Simorgh cards down below. I'd like to hear your guys' opinion on them. And will, guys. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a Truffle Shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out VanCole40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.